the end of the day. We're so happy, following the blues. We love you, what more can we say? We have the chicken socks here at St Andrews. They gonna give us what we're longing for.
Oh, it's Monday night, 7:30, ladies and gents. Welcome to the Tilton Talk Show as we head towards the very end of the football season, sponsored by Borough Sports, principal sponsor of Birmingham City Football Club, and of course in conjunction with our good friends at SAS Auto, supported Labour Club, the Blues Trust, and the Garrison Coffee Company. Yay, got them all right. Home win for the Blues, another home win for the Blues, and there is light at the end of the tunnel, girls and boys, ladies and gents. There's light at the end of the tunnel. Wasn't the best game in the world, I don't care about that, but 3 minutes to go, and up pops Harley Dean, and we run away with all 3 points. Now, I think we need one more win. We've got Derby, the last game of the season. You lot know that I live up this way. How good would it be to put them down? Oh. Well, welcome the team along tonight, Mrs. Brown.
Good evening.
And Mr. Robe.
Hello, everyone. You okay?
Hip kiss, Mr.
Evening
Sheen.
all.
And of course, on our fan cam tonight, Mr. Badger. You say hello, Karl.
Evening.
That's better. That's better. We took the 3 points, and it looks like we could be safe. Thanks to my manager. I employed him. Don't forget that, ladies and gents, girls and boys. You know, it was me. I take all the responsibility for saying to him, would you ever come back, manage the Blues? Yes, see you in a week, mate. 1 week later. Ah, it feels good.
I knew I would.
Mark, your take on the game over the weekend then, mate?
Pretty much like everybody else has said. It was quite an ugly game. It's more like the Blues of old under McLeish or someone like that. But, that year we got promotion, it was the same sort of performance. I think to be fair to Rotherham, I think they caused us, for a team who was supposed to be tired and all the rest of it, I think they caused us a few problems. But yeah, we just got the job done. And I think, I can't see us going down at all now.
No.
They're scrapping for lives, though, aren't they, Mark? They're scrapping for their lives. Wickham,
They're scrapping for their lives.
Well,
yeah. But to be fair...
Is it Mings for Derby's out for the rest of the season now?
Yeah. But I think...
What week it's been in football. Jose Mourinho got the sack. We've got a Super League break-off. We'll go through all those bits and pieces in a minute. They're blue-related. But it's football-related, ladies and gents. Frank Kadru was supposed to be with us tonight, but unfortunately he's got such poor signal where he was from that he said it would probably be best if he waits and gets back and gets a decent signal. So we'll have Frank on at some other junction, guys. So it's just the team tonight. Myself, Mark, Paul, Karl and Chris. And... good. Get in.
Should have had a penalty, shouldn't we, first half?
I think so, yeah.
Looking at it, yeah.
He never got the ball. He nicked Seddon's foot, and that's a foul. Sorry, but that's a foul. It's a penalty, and I'd have been going nuts on here about that if we hadn't won the game in the end. So it was justice that we got the winner. Not saying overall we were it was an arm wrestle, wasn't it, for 90 minutes. It was a typical, like you said, Mark, typical championship battle. But, just fantastic to get the win there, wasn't it? Such a massitive win.
It was two teams, Paul, that didn't want to lose.
Yeah, exactly right. Yeah. But we got that gap on Derby now as well, which is massive as well. That 5 point gap on Derby is for me just as big. Because once you start getting into that position where they are, that's when you start to it's squeaky bum time a bit more, isn't it? But I think that bottom three as it is how it will finish now.
Yeah, I do as well. Yeah.
The locals are genuinely worried about Derby County. They really are. And the main striker's gone now. He's out for the rest of the season. So, anyway, at the head of the show, Paul, we've got a young man who was 7 years old yesterday. Tell us all about it, bud.
Yeah, so our obviously team member of the show, Adam Wilkes, his son James was 7 years old, I believe. Was it Saturday?
Yep.
So it was good result obviously for him and his birthday weekend yesterday. So happy birthday from me and I'm sure everybody else here to James.
Absolutely. And James, wasn't it? James, you were 7 years old. You see that there, James? That is the new Tilton Talk badge. Yeah? That is the new pin badge for the Tilton Talk show. One of those will be on its way to you in the next couple of days.
It will be.
Courtesy of Chris Brown.
Yeah. We also had another birthday boy, didn't we, as well, who's with us tonight. And the chap is with us tonight.
Who?
Oh, hang on.
Who?
Here we go. Could be one of them.
How good is it though to see three at the back working for a change?
Yeah.
I mean, Pedersen, Dean, and Roberts are just immense, aren't they? Together suddenly.
Yeah.
And you know, I think Seddon at left wing back had a good game as well, and Colin at right. I mean, everyone's just playing so well, aren't they? And you know,
It's
just running
team,
through.
isn't it?
They're running over broken glass for the team, aren't they? In bare feet.
Yeah.
I had a massive amount of hate for Harley D pre-Bowyer, but he's winning me back now. He's winning me back.
He's got that look again, isn't he?
Yeah. You're not alone. I think a lot of people are the same view.
Yeah.
You know.
Yeah.
I just think that players relate. I mean, don't get me wrong. When you cross that white line as a player, I'm sure we've all worked for people in whatever profession we've ever been in our lives that we don't like particularly, and you still go out there and do your job to the best of your ability, don't you, and try and produce the goods. But for whatever reason, under Karanka's guidance, it didn't work for us, and we move on. And now Bowyer's got everybody. Well, he's got a tune out of everybody, hasn't he, so far?
Flying kid, honestly.
And I think there'll be an element of players playing for a place as well, because I'm under no illusions that Bowyer's probably going to have quite a clear out in the summer to get things his way. Because I think for now, seeing him do the job that needs to be done, but I think he'll want to implement his way of football over the summer, and that'll involve a clear out. So there's probably an element of playing for places as well.
Oh, most definitely.
You should play every game for your place, though, shouldn't you? Every single game.
Yeah.
Anyway. So just going on. How incensed are we all about the Super League, Mark?
Oh, it's an absolute joke, isn't it? Everything that's wrong with the game is just summed up yesterday. It sort of ruined a little bit. It took away the bit of a shine from our win yesterday when I heard that last night. It just, it's just kicking the teeth. It's just an absolute.
It didn't take my shine off, mate, because I'm Birmingham City through and through. But the likes of Liverpool, Spurs, Arsenal, Chelsea, Man United, and Man City, the lot of you are filth. You're just a scum of football. Not your supporters, not the teams, but the owners and the decisions that you're making to destroy the game in this country are scum. You are scumbags.
It's just owners. It's just owners of these clubs that are just trying to, rich people trying to make themselves richer.
I say, Paul, that's the opinion of me, not the Tilton Talk Show. Okay?
I was going to say there. Can I be a bit controversial? I mean, when the Premier League was set up, it was we all had the same thoughts, didn't we? You know that these clubs are in it for the money.
Yeah,
I think this is a different entity, though, in as much as, from my understanding, if clubs are in this Super League, then they're not allowed to compete in domestic competitions, including the FA Cup, and they're going to be forbidden from playing for their country as well. And there's going to be no structure in terms of relegation or promotion, so you're just going to be in a league playing the same guys season in, season out with no incentive. And for the likes of us and teams lower down the pyramid, you dream of getting to the Premier League to go to your Etihads or go to your Old Traffords or even an FA Cup away time. And you won't have that anymore. And what do you know what? Then it's owners taking the game away from the working man whose sport it is.
Oh yeah. Do you know what though? Do you know what though? On there's people ranting on Sky Sports, people ranting on BT Sport, people ranting on ITV, people ranting on all these channels, BBC, that we watch football on. But I bet you if it does go ahead, they'll soon be broadcasting it to make money.
Yeah.
Well, that's where the money's coming from.
They'll just jump on the greed bandwagon.
You know what's interesting though? I read on Twitter today. Apparently, Jose Mourinho getting sacked was as a result of him refusing to take training this morning off the back of the news last night.
I don't know.
Close to walking away as well, apparently.
I've still got a funny feeling though it ain't going to happen. I think it will go to the courts. Usually when money gets involved, it goes to the courts, and I've still got a funny feeling that. But these 6 clubs in particular now, if they don't break off and they carry on playing in the Premier League, and once fans are back in grounds in the future, they're just going to get dogs abuse, aren't they, from opposition fans? And to be fair, it's not fair on their fans because their fans haven't done anything wrong.
Even Prince William's jumped on the bandwagon, hasn't he?
And Boris.
Probably just because his Poxy team ain't in there.
And Boris said he's going to stop.
Yeah.
But the thing I find interesting is if players aren't going to be allowed to play for their country, will they then leave the clubs? Because who doesn't want to not play for their country? They've got the chance to do so.
Big question, Karl. Big question.
That is a big question, yeah. But there again, it's money. It's all down
What's
to
the reaction
money.
out there, Chris?
It's all down to money. Well, it's more or less reiterating what we just said.
And answer me one question.
It'll affect our academies as a Premier League pay towards such an academy. Only no relegation for founding 12 members. If they get it going, they're going to start a women's Super League.
Yeah, that's another travesty as well, given that finally got to a place where it should be, and now they're going to destroy it by doing that.
It's just ripping everything out of the competitive side of the game. I mean, I don't know if anyone plays FIFA, but it's the equivalent to like not playing online and playing it in exhibition mode against the computer.
Yeah.
You know, you just don't do it, do you?
Yeah,
You know,
and
and
if it did go ahead, can you imagine the extortionate ticket prices?
Oh, and the trouble.
Yeah, but who wants to travel to Barcelona every 4 weeks? Huh?
Yeah.
Well, I would like, but you know, money for doing that. It's going to be
as well,
the elite playing, the elite watching.
Yeah, you got to have money.
I think with this one, obviously, you know, it's for the armchair supporters, isn't it? More.
It's for the I agree, Paul. I think it's for the billions and billions of armchair fans, not the working class.
But it'll be for the game to watch it on Sky.
Yeah.
Okay, answer me this, though, guys. Other than the stadium they've got and a Champions League final that they got well and truly beaten, how are Tottenham a top 6 club?
Yeah.
Well, they're just basing on
they haven't won anything, God knows how.
Yeah.
Tottenham will be the Birmingham City of them.
Arsenal ain't done anything since Arsene Wenger.
Yeah, right.
No.
I think.
What is the criteria?
Yeah.
Exactly.
And it can't be crowds.
Quick technical question, guys. Is anybody else's feed dropping out?
No.
Is anybody else's feed dropping out? Because mine is.
No,
you're all right.
Fine.
Okay, must be my own network.
Yeah. Swap that Nokia 3210 over again.
Yeah. I have to go and stand in a red box in the garden.
Great point coming in here from Martin Swinsko. I wish there would have been a full house at Ellen Road tonight that have been giving Liverpool both barrels. Imagine the Leeds fans.
Oh yeah.
Imagine that.
Yeah. Another one from Ray. He says there's that much money in the Premier League that they could open the gates and let you in for free every match and still make a profit. That's how much money, isn't it?
100%, yeah.
And that's why people want to be in the Premiership. Money.
Yeah, it's money.
Yeah.
It's money.
Yeah.
It's a shame.
Yeah.
It's a shame,
It's killed the game, Chris. I mean, even I'm saddened when I see teams celebrating finishing 3rd and 4th in the Premier League more so than winning the League Cup or FA Cup as well. You know, if you ask like those clubs, would they rather finish 3rd or 4th and finish in the Champions League or win the FA Cup or the League Cup? They'd take the Champions League because there's more money.
Oh yeah, all day.
Which is totally wrong. I would bin that off as well in the League Cup and the FA Cup winners. If they're not 1st or 2nd, then they qualify for the Champions League.
Yeah. And to play their full squad would be a good one as well for the FA Cup. And what was it? 10 players. 10 players dropped for a semi-final of the FA Cup, the biggest competition in the world, the most famous football competition in the world. 10 players dropped. That's disgraceful.
Yeah, disgraceful.
But I think the thing is that there's an expectation for them to finally get that Champions League, isn't there? And I think Pep's probably got his eye on that bigger picture. They've already got one hand on the Premier League, and he's probably prioritised the Champions League over the FA Cup there for me.
Picture this then, right? Okay. Let's assume the Super League goes ahead. That's going to take 6 clubs out of the Premier League. Are they going to replace them clubs? If they're going to replace them, who do they replace them with? Is it the top 6?
Interestingly, if you look at the table in a minute and take
good question.
6 clubs out, do you know who's left at the top of the pile? Bloody West Ham.
Yeah.
I'll
tell you what, they're not strong though, haven't they? Since having Lingard.
Yeah.
I think Leicester as well. Leicester are 3rd, aren't they? Leicester as well as 3rd.
Leicester,
yeah. Leicester are doing well.
So, but no. Getting back onto Blues anyway. It's looking certainly on the field now with the way things are, and it's only going to get better as well, I think, because he's going to bring in his own coaching staff, isn't he? In the summer, I would have thought as well. You know, it's looking, it's suddenly looking brighter on the football side of things now.
His own philosophy of playing as well. I think at the minute, he's doing the job. It's not necessarily the style he'd want, but it's just getting us over the line. And it'll be interesting to see how he builds for next season then.
Yeah.
I've got to say a small word about Lico. I mean, I'm one of his biggest critics, but he had probably his best game for us yesterday.
Yeah. But a fully fit fit Scott Hogan though, Mark, comes in, doesn't he, with Djukovic for me? What do you think?
Oh God, yeah, absolutely. Yeah.
I'm looking forward to seeing Hogan get a good run of games when he's fully fit for Bowyer, because I think we'll start to see him getting in double figures and 15, 16 goals upwards. Hopefully next season.
Yeah. You play to strengths, don't you? And that's something KK didn't do. But Bowyer's recognised the strength in using Duke as a target man. And a natural complement is then Hogan beside him to benefit from all the hard work, isn't it? And I think Bowyer knows that, and he's stripping it back to basics in that sense.
Completely back to basics, absolutely.
Yeah, but no, the way we're playing at the moment, anyway, we're consistent. We're hard to break down. I mean, it's 4 clean sheets on the trot for the first time in 10 years. So good, well done to the lads for that. And things are looking up suddenly in a short space of time.
We do.
Could have been so different, couldn't it? It could have been so different.
We'd have been gone by now under AK.
I think so, Karl. I'll be honest with you. I do.
You're right. Yeah, you're right. And the turnaround in Harley Dean. What has Bowyer done?
Yeah. Well, I'm Roberts.
Yeah, I'm Roberts. Yeah.
It reminds me of when Monk first came in after Cottrell. We're a completely different team with exactly the same players.
Yeah.
But it just goes to show what a change it can make.
Yes. And Dong's on very quiet, hasn't he?
Yeah, he has.
Well, I'm hoping we can get him out of the way now, because I think there was interference there. When I say interference, sorry, intervention, should I say, sorry, from Mr. King, obviously, to get Karanka out and get Bowyer in. And, well done to him for that, because that was a great decision.
Yeah.
But he's also under fire for the state of the side at the moment as well, because he's ultimately accountable for that.
Don't forget my applause, though, guys. I'm claiming it, Ken. I'm having that.
I've already claimed it, Nick. Sorry.
I've got the proof, Chris.
I know I have. I've got the proof. I asked him to come back and save us.
You did. I remember saying that, I wonder if we'll ever see, because I was on about obviously winning the Carling Cup, and I just said, I wonder if we'll ever see anything like that ever again. And that's when he said, never say never, didn't he?
He did, yeah.
He did. He said you got a good club there, didn't he?
Yeah.
So we've all got a claim. What's your claim, Mark?
Hey,
what's your claim?
I flew the plane. I flew the plane the other week.
Oh, that's right. Yeah.
A claim as well.
Go on then.
I'm a Watford fan last week when I was on an away day with the club, and he said Ben Foster will probably not play for Watford again. So could we see Foster reunite with Gardner and Bowyer in the summer?
Ooh.
Would you want him? Would you want?
I reckon that might happen.
As a goalkeeper,
Well, I still reckon he could do a job as a second keeper and maybe a bit of coaching. I don't know.
I think he's still good enough to be playing, isn't he? Foster really regular, but I don't know. I like Everidge, to be honest. I think Everidge is a good keeper.
I do.
So yeah, that'd be interesting.
That'd be interesting to see.
Another
maybe.
All right, well, another question for you. Who would you, if that did happen? Who would your 3 goalkeepers be? Would you keep Truman or would you keep Prieto?
I haven't seen enough of Prieto to like the guy.
We haven't really given anything of him.
Fine with Truman.
He's only played the cup game, hasn't he?
The problem we're going to have with Truman is Truman's young, and how much does he want to be playing week in, week out? Because obviously you don't want to sit on the bench from week out. It was that keeper we had that did that, Doyle. He don't want to be another Doyle, really. He's got any ambition, so yeah, you'd have to look at that, wouldn't you? But if I could, I'd keep Truman.
Do you know what? It's going to be an interesting close season, isn't it?
Oh,
yeah,
very.
Yeah,
I'm hoping. We can get Dong out of the way, and I'm hoping. We've got. I don't think we'll have massive amounts of money to spend. Obviously, having not had crowds in. I think there will be some. I think hopefully, I'd like to think there's some of the Bellingham and Adams money left, but. I don't know. I don't think we'll be spending massive amounts. Maybe a couple of million again if we're lucky, and hopefully we can improve the team even more in certain areas. But at the moment, for me, the 11 that are playing, I can't fault any of them really.
Can't.
And I know he's had his critics, like you said, Mark. Lecco is probably the one that you'd say change around, but we've already got the replacement for him in Hogan for me. So.
Yeah.
You know.
Well, he knows Lecco, so whether he'll put him on loan or something, I don't know. But he works for him at Charlton, did the job.
Yeah. I mean,
seems to like him, doesn't he?
He's only a young kid. He's got a lot to learn. He does need a lot of coaching, but he's got the potential to become really good. You know, you just never know, do you? What's going to happen in time?
Lecco's a joke, said Stephen Gill.
Okay.
I hope I'll be happy to get rid of him in the summer, and some of the clicks too.
Name the clicks, please.
Name them. Yeah.
I know. Have you noticed? We haven't really missed Clifton about that much. As much as I like Keith, we haven't really missed him.
Hang on.
Yeah.
Yeah, you're right there.
Yeah. There you go.
Oh, Mr. Brown.
Carl Williams should Beeler be in the starting 11? I think, unless he plays as the 10, like Sanchez come on and played in instead of McGree yesterday. There's certainly not a wing back, is it? Neither Sanchez. And if you're playing this formation, we don't play wingers. So the only position that they could possibly play in is the 10 for me, because they're not strikers either. So,
yeah.
And I think San Jose's transformed on the bench, isn't he?
I'm looking forward to seeing him under Lee Bowyer. Mark, he'll probably turn into Glenn Hoddle.
Yeah.
Now I know you're dreaming. Linda
Karl, tell us what you've been doing with your photography lately, mate.
Oh yes, go on.
Yeah. Since I spoke to you last, I've had some breaks down at Redditch United and Moseley Cricket Club, and I'm now with an agency doing many WSL games and Women's Championship games. Was at Birmingham Coventry in the FA Cup yesterday. And yeah, it's going really well as it can at the minute, because where an agency will normally get 4 or 5 places a game, they're only getting 1 at the moment, and the Midlands is quite populated within our agency, so I'm having to scrap the games. I had to even do one of the B6 games a few games ago, which was interesting. But yeah, it's going well. It's going really well. And I've actually,
when we score, though.
Excellent.
I've actually got a particular highlight here. I don't know how well you can see it.
Yeah, I can see it. Yeah.
Each pre-season game, and that is, even though it looks blurred, that's Jermaine Pennant.
Oh, okay. Yeah.
So
The tag man.
I got to have a drink with him and meet him and watch him grace the field, which as a Blue Nose was.
Yeah, has he still got it?
Get him on, Carl. Get him on the show.
Yeah.
Has he still got? Has he still got it, Cole?
Not really. The problem was, I spoke to him before the game and I said, "You not got the pace for the wing anymore, have you, at your age?" He goes, "No, I'm trying to make it as a centre mid now," and he hasn't done it very well.
Yeah, right.
But still, it was, as a Blue Nose, the old centre. It was nice to see him, and I have a bit of banter down at Redditch actually, because their assistant at the minute is Richard Sneakers.
Oh yeah.
And we've had a couple of conversations about the ding dongs, the 90s. And
He scored against us He scored against us a few times, didn't he?
Yeah.
Yeah,
He's one of those
Yeah.
annoying players that always have their best games of the season against us. And I told him that. And he said he used to love the atmosphere. He said his favourite game of the season was coming to St Andrews, because it's so rowdy and so loud and just play up. He used to love Granger and Johnson and O'Connor in themselves to him, and he'd have with them. He said he used to absolutely the games.
Yeah. So I'll ask you the same questions as I asked Roy when we had him on. Then, as a photographer, what's your favourite photo you've taken so far? And have you been whacked by the ball yet, or whacked by anything yet at pitch
with the agency, we have to go behind advertising boards, but that's not the case at Redditch, and I will be on the players. I haven't been whacked by a ball, but I've had my eye in the viewfinder following some action towards me, and next thing I know, there's a player on my lap. How did you get there? So I've had that. Favourite photo I've took? God, there's a lot. There's a lot. I probably couldn't pick one single one, but probably the Jermaine Pennant one, purely as a Blue Nose.
Yeah.
Because, it's not every day you share a pitch and gets a photo of someone who's played in the Champions League final, you know what I mean?
No.
That was a little bit special. Maybe not the best technical photo I've taken, but in terms of what it meant to me, then probably that one, yeah.
That's good, mate. And he was a cracking player in his day as well. When he was,
Brucey gave him a chance off the back of that jail term.
That's right, yeah.
He had his tag on and everything. There was all the jokes about whether he could play in a night game or not because of his tag, and he turned into a £7 million sale to Liverpool, and he was stunning while we had him. absolutely.
What's that now? Is that the equivalent to about 35 million now? 40 million now?
Interesting story. I was in the clubhouse with him, and it was one of the hottest days of last year, and he had shorts on still. And he's got the Champions League logo tattooed on his car.
Has he?
And I said, mate, you lost that Champions League final with Liverpool. Did you not feel a bit daft? He said, well, I had that done the day before. And he said, I was regretting it when we lost. But then I found out I got man of the match. And I thought, okay, that probably justifies keeping the tattoo on and not having it laser removed.
Fair play.
Fair enough.
Just going back to Richard's sneakers, though, I remember us absolutely battering West Brom on their ground. We must have had something like 20 attempts on goal, 15 on target, and then they go up the other end and get about one chance in the game and beat us 1-0. Richard Sneakers scores.
1-0 Sneakers,
yeah, he's unrecognisable now. He ain't got his hair anymore.
I was going to say, he's still got the Michael Bolton haircut.
No, he's got barely any hair now. It's all grey. He's got a grey beard as well. But I've been to training sessions at Redditch, and he runs training as the number 2. And I tell you what, you can just soak up the knowledge of the guy. What he knows is unbelievable. He's like a guru, and I'm just watching training and listening to him, and it's unbelievable.
But you holding that photo up a pennant, that's the first time I've seen him. The last time I've seen him before then was on Jeremy Kyle.
Yeah. Nowadays, isn't it? Yeah. Walked to the clubhouse with a Louis Vuitton man bag and all that.
Oh no, yeah.
What about Bo? You rocking up yesterday in his Prada jumper as well? That was quality, right?
I didn't see that. I didn't see any of the game yesterday. I had to go off my dad's account because they played at the same time as the women, and I was there. My dad picked me up, and he said, "You've not missed one of the great games there, but we got the result. We got the job done."
I don't care. I don't care how we win, as long as we win. At the end of that, when that final whistle blows and there's more goals to us than the other team, I don't care how it happens. Honestly,
not me.
No.
Interesting. It's great to get a perspective, and obviously, we wish you well in your future career, and I'm sure we'll see you down the Blues a few times in the future.
Well, this is the thing: the women, they stay up, are playing at St Andrews from next season.
Yeah, that's right. Yeah, of course.
So,
I read about that. Yeah,
the possibility that I'll be shooting at St Andrews at some point next season, which will make
that'd be great.
Absolute world.
Oh, that's dream come true territory, isn't it?
Absolutely. I might have to leave a little marker for Roy to pick up next time he's down there after me as well. We have a bit of banter. I'll have to mark the territory like a cat.
You won't be talking to us next time we see you.
Too big for your boots.
Yeah.
That other guy's good as well, isn't he? Is it Andy Shaw? He's a good photographer.
I know Andy. I know Andy very well. He shoots with a different agency. He's down there a lot with Covent Birmingham, along with my other good friend Simon. Simon does a professional job. Andy likes his colour popping ones. He took one of Harley Dean yesterday where Harley Dean's just in colour and he's punching the corner flag. That's a stunning photo.
Yeah.
I know Andy well. He's come and shared a picture with me at Redditch occasionally when he's needed it to get rid of a bit of rust. But he's a good lad.
Yeah, definitely. Yeah, love the celebration as well. Harley Dean, obviously, hit your heart out Maradona from '94, wasn't it?
Yeah.
A bit.
Well, he didn't shrug, though, did he?
No.
What was that, Nick?
He didn't shrug his shoulders this week.
No.
I was waiting for it.
I love that celebration. That was superb when he did the shrug of the shoulders.
I thought it was quality.
Yeah.
Well, we like it. We like that sort of stuff. Quirky, off the cuff.
I wonder if Cranker's having a sneaky look at the games or having a look at the results.
Oh, of course he is.
He's going. Yeah. I can imagine all previous managers do the same thing, don't they? And players. I bet they all look see how they're getting on without them. Sort of.
You'll find another club in the summer to do rounds at. He's had God knows how many clubs and destroyed them all, really. So
you probably end up in China or something.
Yeah.
Abroad.
But he's one of these captains, any like your Warnocks and your McCarthy's, they end up everywhere over the span of their career, don't they?
Yeah. I saw a replay of Roberto. You know that unbelievable goal Roberto Carlos scored in the corner of the pitch when he volleyed it and it curled into the net. It wasn't his free kick for Brazil. No, he was playing for Real Madrid. And he's like, he looks like the ball's going out for a goal kick, to be honest. And he legs it after him, and he just wellies it at an angle, and it goes into the net from such a ridiculous angle.
Yeah.
And one of the players running up to celebrate with him after he scored it was Karanka, number 24. Karanka on his back. I just noticed. Yeah.
What, him or his brother?
No, him.
Him.
I saw his brother. Did his brother play for Real Madrid?
I don't know.
Jimmy.
I don't think his brother played for Real Madrid, but yeah, I saw.
Oh,
Yeah,
didn't know
Jimmy
that.
Cranker.
Still wasn't as good as Roberto Carlos. Still wasn't as good as Granger. So
No.
Peter,
Beckham tried, but Granger was the man.
Pete Taylor says, watch the goal again. Love the way Harley put his hand straight in the air after he headed it to appeal for a corner.
And Mark Roberts, what's happened to Mark Roberts as well with his delivery?
I know.
His throw-ins are more of a threat, and his crossing is just sublime, isn't it?
I know.
Yeah.
Don't know what's happening.
I'd soak it up.
What's going on? What's going on?
Not a lot with my hair. Look at the state of it.
But yeah, the change has been
Do you
absolutely
want me to
incredible.
fix your hair up? I'll give you the budget special.
My eldest son's got a professional barber, and I tried to book in with him, and he said he was booked up for 3.5 weeks straight after that. So I've got to wait. I said, go and earn your money back, mate, and I'll hang on. I said, I'm ugly as it is, so it don't matter.
Yeah. So you're implying that what you do is you get a free one?
No, I make sure I pay him, Chris, every time.
I should hope so.
Yeah, no. If he's giving me that service, then I'll give you the money for doing it.
Pay for
I
it.
insist.
Everyone's probably wondering what Craig's on about here. He's put Mark Roberts' throw-ins are unbelievable. Now that's a word that I invented. I'd had a few beers with the lads a couple of years ago, and I invented a new word, and it's basically something is so unbelievable, it's actually funny as well. And that's what fun believable means. So if anyone ever sees fun believable anywhere, it was invented by me, and that's what it means.
Can we also say that we did put a little bet on him that when he was being interviewed by Daz Ale to see how many times he could get fun believable in, and he did manage to get it. He did get it. I don't think Daz realised. I think Daz realised. I did message Daz afterwards, and I don't think he got the joke. So there you go.
Hang on, just a minute, chaps. Sorry, I've got to do something really urgent.
Okay.
Turn the telly off.
It's not going to be disgusting, is it?
No, I've turned the telly off, mate, because
we know what I mean.
Oh.
You do this.
There was a B6 player, an ex-B6 player on there. Flushed him away.
Yeah, so Stoke complaining about our long throw-ins is fun believable.
Yeah.
Given Rory Delap.
Yeah.
Well done, Craig, for getting that in as well. That was brilliant.
I know, yeah, but I was laughing the head off.
Well done, Craig.
AK's brother didn't play for Real Madrid, says Ray Hobro.
No.
Graham says they all play with confidence. Something AK took out of the players. Yeah, I'll agree with that. That's what it's about, isn't it? Confidence, which is something Lee does well.
But what?
I've never prior to now, I've never known a season.
Apart from the one man, what has changed apart from that one man?
I know something's going on there. I don't know what it is, but
you think? I mean, even maybe Dong's out the way as well. More. You know, who knows? Yeah. But for me, I think before Bowyer, I've never seen so many individual mistakes from our players in a season. You know, how many goals have we conceded due to individual mistakes?
Mate.
Hey?
It's that old cliche of the dressing room, isn't it? They obviously had no faith in AK and they weren't playing for him, whereas Bowyer's come in and I imagine he's probably made it known you play for me or see you later sort of thing because he's not the type of guy to take any flack, is he?
No. And they can probably relate to him as well, you know, more, can't they, as well, you know, because he's played for the club, he knows what it's about, you know, and he's a League Cup winner, so he knows what it's all about.
I was going to say, Paul, Bowyer's seen us at our best. I mean, he's won a cup with us, he's won a promotion with us, and he's seen the flip side as well. Yeah. So he has been through the ups and downs with Blues. So he's just keeping it simple, isn't he?
Yeah. And to think he was only with us for 3 years and all that happened in that time.
Yeah. And it's crazy because do you remember sort of 2002, 2003, and there was that online petition. Oh, we don't want Bowyer's coming from Leeds and all the rest of it. It's crazy. Like 20 odd years later. Yeah. You know, we're loving to be.
He's one of the rare breed of player that can play only a handful of games for you or a handful of seasons for you, but they just leave a legacy because you just love them and you love what they're about and their determination and their fight for the badge. The other one I can think of that stands out in the recent memory is Robbie Savage. While we had him, that's the guy we didn't have him for long. He was fleeting. It was only a good season, but he was unbelievable.
Yeah.
Unbelievable.
And Bowie is the same. We only had him in the span of his career for a short time, but what he gave us that time was completely off the scale.
Yeah. Real
definitely.
favourite, wasn't he?
Yeah, confidence is definitely at a massive high, says Nigel. Gregory says they're playing for the contracts now. Craig says he entered the dressing room and simply said the league is incorrect. Now prove it.
Yeah.
If it is, Chris, that they're playing for position, so I'm ever so sorry, guys. Mine just keeps dropping out, so I'm really sorry if I talk over anybody. I genuinely mean that.
No,
That's right.
If they are playing for position now, what are they going to be like once them contracts are signed now?
Yeah.
Hopefully,
We can have.
Yeah. We've had this before, though, haven't we? Where players, after they've signed, have dropped off a little bit.
We just need now stability. We need to move on. Give Bo your stick with him for the long term. For the long term, no matter what happens. For me, because that's what we need. We've been chopping and changing the manager far too much, flirting with relegation to League One, and I'm sick of it now. So now we've made another good decision on the manager. We've got it right again. Let's stick to it now and move on with it.
Yeah, let's be under no illusions. We're not suddenly gonna get through this season and then be like hitting the top rounds of the division next year. That's not going to happen. We need to give Bowie time. He's got the right philosophy. He's going to have the lads fighting for the badge and putting performances in. We now need to give him time to build a team, a season or two to build a team, and to bring a bit of stability back to the
Yeah, that's what we need.
Yeah. I mean, I'll be happy. I'll be happy mid-table next year. I mean, 12,
me too,
13,
Mark.
that'll do me.
Yeah,
I'll be honest with you, have a season where we're not at this point in the season talking about will we go down, will we stay up?
No.
We're getting 2 games to stay. I'll be happy.
Yeah, we're getting the same sort of feeling that we had when Gary Monk was here, don't we? That feel good factor's coming back, and I can't wait to get back down there, and I'm sure all the fans that can't wait to get back down there to welcome him properly as well, welcome him back properly.
I love AK that he never had crowds down there. Can you imagine us lot when he was down there? Oh, he would have known about it, wouldn't he?
Yeah.
He's got to be getting his blessings on that one.
Yeah, certainly. Linda says players must have been really low under AK. How was it allowed to have affected their mental health like that unnoticed? So
that's a good point.
Another twist on it. Yeah,
I get that.
Yeah. I don't know the gents is watching, but thank you to Dan Badger, who replaced a personal bus that was stolen from little Tommy Plant's grave.
Oh.
Super. You know what? Look, we've had that happen, Chris. Yeah. And, for a parent to go up to that grave and find something is missing is just one of the lowest things an individual can ever possibly do.
Yeah.
That's just beyond words. It's horrific, isn't it?
Yeah.
Well, he's got a bus back. That's one thing.
Yeah.
And it's awful that not even a grave is sacred anymore, is it?
No. She ends it on saying we belong to a proper blues family. Nigel says 8 weeks ago we were all suicidal. We were, yeah. Couldn't see an end. Now look at us talking next season. What a difference!
Yeah, massive.
Yeah. Well, Bobby said in his first interview, didn't he? It's about putting smiles back on faces.
Yeah.
Yeah.
What have we got? 4 or 5 to go now? 4 or 5?
4 games. Yeah, 4 games left. Yeah.
Okay.
4 games.
Chris, when are we doing the last Tilton talk show this season then? Because we are going to have a break this summer, I believe, aren't we?
Yeah, I believe it's going to be in. It's going to be May. I think it's about 20 something. Yeah.
17th, isn't it, Chris? I think it's the 17th of May, I believe.
Week after. Yeah, that's right. Yeah, it's day before.
Because there is bank holiday in May as well, at the beginning of. Don't forget.
Yes, right. Yeah, that's right. Yeah, we're not going to do a show on that. I think we're going to do it on a Tuesday. Maybe do it on Tuesday.
Yeah, I could do.
Yeah, maybe do it Tuesday. Yeah.
Depending on the result from the weekend before.
Linda wants. Go on, Paul.
No, go on.
Linda wants to know: are there any academy parents on here? Please, can you get in touch with me? That's Linda Magna. Heard rumours AK blamed the food the team was eating, and he got it changed.
All right, let's talk about the Blues Trust for a couple of minutes, Chris, if we could.
Okay.
These guys are doing a tremendous amount of work behind the scenes. We don't see what they got up to, not what they got up to, but what they actually do for us as a support base and to assist the club. And I'm talking about the club, not the owners. And, if you want to join the Blues Trust, it's £5 a year or £20 for 5 years. That's £4 a year.
Yeah.
Right? Which is like, it's a pint, isn't it? A pint for a year. And if you could support those guys who are doing a lot of work in the background for us, please, please, please do.
Please do.
Linda.
I read a great article by them last week. They did a lot of fact digging around the situation with the women's team at the minute, and they're unbelievable with the information they put together.
Oh, yeah.
Crazy, isn't it? You know what? We mentioned this with the women's team a couple of weeks ago and how disgraceful it was and all the things that were happening down there. And somebody has managed to see a little bit of common sense, and the ladies are going to be playing at St Andrews.
Well, not only that, they're having their equivalent of the Premier League this summer. Sky and BBC have bought the rights. There's going to be millions of pounds coming into the game. So the logic would then say, get the girls over the line in these last 4 games and let's be at the money party. We don't want to be going down just as that's happening, because that would be devastating. We need to do all we can to be at the party. And I mean, you'd expect more from non-league clubs in the way the women's clubs being run at the minute. You've got players paying for their own operations, coaching staff on less than minimum wage.
Crazy.
The medical facilities is a cargo cabin with a bike machine in it, basically, and a couple of weights. It's for a team that are in the equivalent of the Premier League in the women's game, that is disgraceful.
Oh, it is.
Yeah.
Shocking, isn't it? Yeah.
Yeah, but we've got to look forward and say that we've moved on from there. The ladies are now going to be at St Andrews, where all the facilities are there for them, with a really decent pitch. And
we've got the money coming this summer, with the Sky money coming in. We can do all the stuff we need to do. It's just getting the girls happy and over the line in the meanwhile.
The meanwhile, it ain't going to happen. It ain't going to happen until next season, is it? So.
No, but we've got the final 4 games. We're far from safe at the moment. So by over the line, I mean, let's keep us in the WSL and let's be at the money party.
Yeah, absolutely. Okay, yeah. Seriously, we've got to do something about our playing surface in the close season. That really does need replacing before we kick in next year.
Yeah.
I know we've hosted Coventry City on it the last 2 years now. That is coming to an end, and I think rightfully.
That's why the women's team have got it, because obviously they're only going to have 12 home games, whereas Cov had 24. So that's why they've been allowed to.
Yeah.
But we need any news on the Cop and Tilton being sorted out yet?
Oh, no, that's that, Paul, and I've heard nothing, mate. To be honest with you,
Nothing.
I don't think we will until the season's over, because I think there's certain things they'll need to do that probably interferes with the pitch as well, to get to the foundations of what needs sorting out. Possibly, I don't know. I don't know much about it. But
if Linda Magnus is still listening, is there anything the Blues Trust know about the state of the Tilton and the Cop and the repairs that need doing, and how much is it going to cost?
The only thing I ask is, this is work that will have been known about for a while. Now, we've not been in the ground for over a year, so why is it only just getting sorted now?
No idea, mate. Just don't know.
No one knows.
Yeah, I think you're right. I think Craig's just about to join us. He's going to talk. He's going to talk about.
Is that his weekend name, Olivia?
Yeah, that's right. Yes. Yeah.
You want to do, Chris? Do you want to do this week's Ooh?
Oh, we could do. Yeah. Okay. So go on.
So as everyone knows, we were going to have Frank Quadru on tonight, and obviously those of you that watch us every week will know that every week this Ooh is a player that's played with our special guest. So this player, or this former player, is someone that played with Frank Quadru.
Are we ready?
Yes.
Okay.
Yeah.
Okay. Here we go. I'm going to find it.
Team, I'm happy. I'm here. Hopefully we can go on and do great things, and I'm looking forward to a great season. Thanks for having me, and I really appreciate everything that's happening so far. Thank you.
It's a hard one. Can you?
You might need to turn it up a bit more, Chris. It's not.
I can't turn it up anymore. That's.
I don't work like the axe.
I'll try it again. Let's try it again.
So, team, I'm happy. I'm here. Hopefully we can go on and do great things, and I'm looking forward to a great season. Thanks for having me, and I really appreciate everything that's happening so far.
Did he say there's been a murder?
Yeah, it is really low, isn't it?
I got French or Dutch from that.
Yeah, there's a bit of French now.
I got nothing from it because I thought it was Scottish.
It sounded better second time.
Yeah,
Second time.
I've got it on full blast. I'll give it one more go.
One more go, yeah.
Here we go.
It's team. I'm happy. I'm here. Hopefully we can go on and do great things, and I'm looking forward to a great season. Thanks for having me, and I really appreciate this happening so far.
That's still Scottish.
So early entries. It's not Bob Marley, Nigel Mann.
One love, however.
It's not Dwight York. It's not Tebley. It's not Hleb. It's not Derrida. So this, just to reiterate the clue, this player played with Frank Woodrow.
Yeah.
That rhymes, doesn't it? Yeah. To reiterate the clue, he played with Frank Woodrow.
Well done, you're a poet.
If you're saying Scottish, Nick, could it be McFadden if you're saying Scottish?
Say again?
Said if Nick's saying Scottish, it could have been McFadden, couldn't it? But no, I'm not getting Scottish.
Bob Marley.
No, he's not Scottish.
DJ Campbell. No.
Kenny
No,
Burns.
not DJ.
Kenny Burns.
There's been a murder.
That's terrible, isn't it?
Play with quads.
As well as just while we're waiting for more entries, as well as obviously James Wilkes' birthday recently. It's happy birthday to Paul Caddis and Trevor Francis today as well, isn't it?
Our Lord and Master. Our Lord and Master. And
What about Trevor Francis?
And Trevor Francis, yeah.
I was going to say.
Have I ever mentioned mine on Christmas Day?
No.
Never mentioned that.
We are
Craig?
We are joined.
Biggie.
It was going to be his big intro then. We are joined by Craig Courtney.
Evening, gents. Evening,
Yes,
Leslie
evening.
who?
Do you want to turn your camera, your phone the other way around so you got landscape? Oh, crikey.
How's that?
No, it's too much. It's too much of you there. Too much.
I'm zooming in now.
Giant.
Speaking of Lord Cavendish, you've got a halo on it, Craig.
Oh, yeah.
No, it's Grayson, you see. I'm a total angel. That's what it is.
Oh, my God. I wouldn't go
Tilton
far.
Angel.
So, Craig, we've got some news on the Blues Trust front, I believe. That
We
you're
have
gonna tell us
indeed.
about. Yeah, okay. So you're going to tell us all about it.
Yeah, so we've been working very closely with the guys at the Blues Trust around what we can do as part of Tilton Talk to actually support the club further, but also express our concerns and worries around the way things are being run and the people that are in charge. So on Thursday, there will be some details coming out via our website, tiltontalk.com, but also the bluestrust.org. And it's an open letter to not only the owners of the club, but the exec, to ask a series of questions around how the club has been run. What's the difference between now and 5-6 years ago? Why are we in such a position that we are? Who owns St Andrews? And more importantly, what is the future of the club like? Our ask is simple. We want our voices to be heard. And there's no better way than doing that by giving your time and also for everybody involved, signing a petition. That petition will be housed as part of the letter as well. And we will be looking to circulate that and get as many signatures as we possibly can. Yeah. That then will go to the club, not only in writing, but we will also get it across in every format that we can. So whether that be digital, paper, we will get that message across. Like I said, we want to be heard, and that's the way we can get our voices heard at the moment.
Yeah.
You see, what we don't want to be, Craig, is antagonistic, right? And I don't think we'll be. But we've got to take a very constructive view of what's going on or what we're not happy with. And then, as you say, pen that open letter, give them the opportunity to reply.
Mm-hmm. And that's this is the thing. We could go down the route of various methods, but we want that open communication. We want to be there to be supporting the club. You know, yet we're all not happy with the way things are being ran, but we want to help them bring that back to the way it needs to be. And, you know, how brilliant would it be to start the season with a much clearer position from a fan side of things, but also making sure that our voice has been heard and that people have come back and clarified what's happening.
Yeah, so you've got your slot on Radio WM, which is just slightly out of my range up here, I'm afraid. And, you know, with the help of Daz, some great work going on in the background, mate.
Yeah, with Daz will be involved as well, and we'll be in touch with WM to publicise what's going on, and hopefully as well our local newspapers. As much as it's a B6 paper, we would love the Birmingham Mail to help us support as well.
Sure.
Right.
Well done. Well done for getting Funbelievable in there as well, Craig.
Yes.
That challenge was set. It had to be reached. Now it's Robbo's turn to do it as well.
So if Steve and I are listening tonight, or Shane, please get in touch with the guys here. Get in touch with me. I'll pass your details on because Shane works for that paper.
Yeah.
Paid in that.
We must stress as well, Craig, that it is an audience participation thing. We do need everybody to get behind this.
The more people that sign this petition, the bigger the backing, the louder that our voices become, and that's what it'll be. And you'll see across Twitter those people that follow us on there, the hashtag Get Your Voices Heard. That is what we want. We just want answers, and we want it to be nice and clear from the outset. We're there to support. We're not there to antagonise. We want to back the club. We want to help out.
Yeah.
Fantastic. And
100%.
Yeah.
Just on a lighter note, Michael Woods, our fan cam guest from the other week, he's saying, what's happened to Craig's Barnet? Ask him.
Yes, myself and Mike work together. So, Mike, it's just flat at the moment, mate. But when I put it back up, it looks better.
I just say from this angle, he looked like a Paul Ipkiss who's tried to just done the sides bit. That's it.
Oh, which part I'm ducking my head a little bit more.
I reckon I could join the club, look.
Could be worse. Look at Karl.
Couldn't be a lot worse.
So nobody's got the ooh yet. Anyway, no. It's not Palacios, it's not Kingston, it's not Nafty. Do you want to give them one more?
Let's give it one more. Yeah, we go then.
So, team, I'm happy. I'm here. Hopefully, we can go on and do great things, and I'm looking forward to a great season. Thanks for having me, and I really appreciate everything that's happening so far. Thank you.
Right, Craig Courtney, question for you.
All the way.
What accent do you think that was?
I was tending to agree with the Scottish, but to me, that's French.
It's French. Definitely.
It does sound like it, though, doesn't it?
Yeah,
it does.
Definitely French.
Oh, dear.
Yes, just go back to Blues Trust. It is www.bluestrust.org. And when's it going to be announced, Craig? Is it Thursday?
Thursday, there will be a link on both our website and also the Blues Trust website, and you'll be able to sign the petitions via both routes. I should also say it will be across all social media streams as well. So please, if you can share the link when it comes out, that's also appreciated.
Yeah. And Gregory,
at the end of the day, it's a football club, which we all love. Stability, right? A decent stadium, a decent playing surface, a proper team, and we'll just want to get back there and put our all behind it all.
Yeah.
And Nick, for the 6th season running, Gregory Beasley says, are we going to have a Tilton Talk pre-season, Corey?
COVID Corey.
Every single year he says that.
Well, we were going to have a barbecue at once, Chris.
I know, yeah, that's right, yeah.
Yours or something.
Maybe we should do that. Celebrate 10 years.
I reckon once we all get back in the pubs, we should all go over to the Labour Club and have a right proper session.
Exactly, yeah.
I'll sleep on any floor. I ain't bothered.
Yes,
we should do a live forum, shouldn't we? That's what I think.
Yeah.
That'd be a good idea. Yeah.
I think
Forum, then a good karaoke, session afterwards.
Oh yeah,
karaoke.
Karaoke, yeah. Oh, Craig's gone.
Craig's turned his camera off.
We should release a charity single.
Obviously, you don't eat curry.
A boy band.
Yeah,
he's gone out. He's cried off on karaoke, hasn't he?
No, I'm blaming the same as Nick. My reception's terrible.
Oh, you're back now.
Joe says, brilliant work, Craig. You and the trust. There you go.
I'll tell you what, the old team's didn't they? The whole team, everybody connected with this. Craig, again, the work that you've done for us behind the scenes this year, mate. I've got goosebump cam.
Yeah,
there we
are.
Proof.
I've got to give Tilton Talk points to Pete Taylor here because he's put it's not a Wusu what's it, is it? He's put
it's not a what?
Uh-huh.
You know the who? He's put it's not a Wusu what's it, is it? Yes, it is a Wusu what's it, Pete Taylor.
He's got it.
So it's Quincy Owusu Abayi
I see what he did.
Who played for us in 2008-9 season.
Making these too easy, Paul. Can you sharpen it up a bit next week, kid? You're making these too easy. Can you sharpen it up a bit next week?
I thought no one would ever get that.
Yeah, I know. Pete Taylor got it. Yeah, well done,
done. Well done, mate. Okay, so it's well done.
What was his name again?
Quincy Owusu Abayi. He was decent. He was all right.
He produced the Michael Jackson record, didn't he, old Quincy?
He was Scottish, wasn't he?
Wrong one.
He represented. He was born in Amsterdam. He was born in Holland. But he represented
Scotland.
He represented Ghana at international level. Yeah. So he had Ghanaian roots as well. Yeah, good. I liked him. I did. He was decent when he was quick and had good flair.
Scored a good goal at Wickham in the cup, didn't he?
Yeah, and Derby away as well. He got a good one.
You're right, Chris.
Yeah, I'm good.
Yeah, me too, mate. And that's me when you going.
I know. Our memories, I know, yeah. We're just nodding as though
Chris.
Yes.
Chris, at this point, you should have played the intro to Quincy. You know, the old
I'm not that old.
Talking of intros, Chris, we need to do the new one next week.
Oh, crikey, yes. Thanks for reminding me. I'll put the old one on as well, haven't I?
Who's guesting next week, guys?
Oh, God. Craig will tell us.
Is it Martin Taylor?
It's not. Next week is our actor friend Tim Faraday, who is very much looking forward to it.
Yeah, big blues fan.
He's an actor.
Actor.
Tim Faraday is an actor.
He's an actor.
And of course our other actor friend from Miami.
Yeah. Yes.
Can't remember his name.
Richard Hayler, or the squirrel.
Richard Haley, the actor. That's right.
Yes.
Richard Haley.
I wanted to say I've sent him a badge as well, and I wanted to tell him that it cost me a bloody fortune.
Craig, when are you next on WM? Craig?
Say again, Nick.
When are you next on WM, mate?
It should be all going to plan Friday morning. So following our release, I'm hoping to be on with Daz Friday morning.
Well, I'm sorry, I can't get that up here, mate. But I do listen to the ones that you post on the messaging screens and one thing and all that. Well done for getting that spot, mate. Leeds United 0, Liverpool 1. Breaking news.
Oh, okay. You reckon you can get Unbelievable in twice this time, Daz?
Yeah, go on.
Great.
I'll have a go. I'm sure I can think of a few things to get it across.
Can you do maximum time early odds in the Wetty Gripper?
Unbelievable twice is 10 quid to our charity. There you go.
Okay, what's the strangest phrase that you ever had to write at school? Because I tell you, hang on, Sadio Mane. I had to write 1,000 times. Insubordination is a manifestation of an inferiority complex. I've never forgot that phrase. And I did it 999 times. Gave it back to the teacher. He picked it up, ripped it up, chucked it in the bin. And I said, by the way, sir, what does it mean? He goes, it just means you're a fool, son. It just means you're a fool. Insubordination is a manifestation of an inferiority complex. 1,000 times. That is my claim to fame at school.
Does anybody else think that Nick's probably on the wrong Zoom meeting?
Can anybody else? Can anybody else actually beat that?
Can I throw a question out there to our viewers and everyone here?
Come on.
In my years going down the blues, which is regular since like 89, early 90s, say since 1989 up to today, have we had a better striker play for us at taking heady goals than Lukas Djukovic? I'm not saying he's the best striker we've had in that time. I'm just saying that taking headed opportunities, putting the ball in the back of the net with his head. Because I think he's the best.
I was going to say, if you go back to slightly before then, Paul, you'd probably say MacArthur, wouldn't you?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Mickey Alford.
Yeah, I didn't see him play. You see, I'm too young.
I'm trying to recall how good Horsfield was with his head. I know he was quite physical, but I don't think he was his head.
Who?
No.
Horsfield.
Oh, Horsfield. Yeah.
You must have heard of him, Chris.
Yeah, I've heard of him. Yeah.
We've got loads of them around here.
Adam BCF C Walsh is saying Zigic.
Got to be Bob Blatchford.
I don't know. For me, I mean, I reckon he must have scored the most headers. I know it's at a different level, obviously, to Premier League, but he must have scored the most headers for us for one striker, surely.
Nigel Gleghorn got a few from midfield.
Gleghorn, I was thinking of him. Yeah.
Tell you what, Paul, you could use that as your homework for the week. Get on Google and get on the stats and find out.
Yeah, it'd be an interesting
What
one.
do you reckon? What do you think, Karl? Do you think?
As I said, I'm trying to, not from memory, I'm trying to recall how good. I'm thinking of like other physical strikers that were target men.
I mean, Heskey was good in the air as well.
And I'm trying to think how good Horsfield was with heads. Whether he would have had as many as Dukey, I don't know.
Yeah.
I mean, we went through a phase of McLeish in that where most of the headed goals were like Gannon Rogers. Do you know what I mean?
Yeah.
I mean, the strikers weren't really weighing in with that many headed goals, but I mean, Dukey's going to take some beating, but get on it. I'd love to know if you can get on.
Yeah, that's a really good question.
Who lead it?
Dukey's got the all-round game as well, though. He's strength at holding up play. Again, as long as we've headers, I don't think there's anybody to touch him as far as the club's concerned at the moment, and in the past, well, hard to beat.
Does he go down as a legend when he's finished playing for us? Yeah,
I think he does.
Purely because of his game, his goals, his goal ratio.
I think
he's the first player.
That he gets battered week in, week out by defenders, still goes out there the next one, still gives everything bruised and battered. He must be covered in the way he gets bullied.
Yeah. I mean, he's the first player to score 50 goals for us since Paul Furlong, isn't he? Is that right?
Yeah, since Furlong,
yeah.
And we've got him for another 2 or 3 years.
Yeah.
Craig, you might be able to answer this one, Craig. Alistair says, can you catch up on the Daz Howe show on BBC Sounds app if you can't hear it on the radio? Talking about Thursday.
You can indeed. Yeah, it's pretty much there. It's live through it, but you can also go back until the beginning of the show. So it's always on. Normally about 7:30 in the morning is when he does his interviews.
Yeah, but
do you have
a recording?
Post it on our site.
I've got permission. Yes.
Okay, that's good.
Yeah, so it will be on our site as well from Friday.
And Paul, just going back to your comments of what would Ellen Road be like if it was full tonight with the Liverpool fans. Well, it's not long been shown on Sky Sports News, but their fans turned out outside the ground and certainly made themselves heard. So it's definitely built up.
Yeah.
Well, I don't think I just got a funny feeling it's not going to happen. I think I just don't think it'll happen.
No,
I think I've heard a theory today that it's been used as a bit of a hoax to make sure that the new Champions League deal.
I've heard that as well.
Yeah,
bit of a bargaining chip. Yeah,
have the ante up on it a little bit. So I think that's probably the more likely of the two. That the
But Karl, how much damage has that done those 6 football clubs in England now?
Oh, absolutely. It's totally out. I don't blame the clubs in as much as the players and the coaching staff. It's owners.
Yeah.
It's owners. It's nobody else than the owners. And if the rumours are to be believed that Mourinho refused to take training off the back of it this morning and he got sacked, then fair play to him. And there's rumours that Pep Guardiola's not happy with it either and he might be walking out on Man City. But I mean, it's up to the players and the coaches to protest it and hope that the owners have some sort of sense rather than looking at the bank balances.
An interesting one, isn't it?
Yeah.
It's not good preparation for Spurs Cup final, is it?
No, which is what's making me think there is truth in the rumours about the training thing because I don't think you sack a manager with a cup final the weekend after.
Bit daft.
Gregory Beasley wants to know: is there any news on the Tilton Talk box? Our men are still talking to their men.
They've been talking to our men for about 8 years now.
Yeah.
Are they still having the conversation right now?
Right now, as we speak.
They're still in the meeting.
Exactly.
That was pre-Zoom.
Adam says Duke is a massive legend, been loyal to us and got 50 goals. Yeah.
100% agree, totally.
Not only has he been loyal, Paul, he's also put his name on the line for another couple of 3 years, hasn't he? So, you know.
Yeah.
You know,
So the club are upset with him though. He keeps on ruining his shirts, you know. So you know what I mean. I'm putting that in the back pocket.
Yeah.
It'd be nice. It'd be nice though. It'd be nice if we actually achieve something while Duke is still playing for us. You know, like a a promotion or at least playoffs or something. You know,
Nice
just
bit
to.
of reward for him.
Yeah, I agree.
Yeah.
I agree because he's only got a couple of seasons left in all
Yeah.
reality, hasn't he?
a bit like you and me, Chris. To be honest.
Yeah, no. We should have been put down.
I'll wet myself.
I am wetting myself.
You're all right. You've got
Really?
a book.
He could go on till his late 30s though. Duke could go on till his late 30s because
Yeah, you don't need pace the way you play, so there's no reason why not.
no.
No.
As long as one of these clouts don't turn out to be a serious injury, then he'll be all right.
Yeah.
I could see him as a striking coach there as well. You know, if he's with what he's learned over the years, he could really bring that to the youngsters.
Yeah. Has anyone done a 1 to 11 by the way?
No.
Okay.
That's ended that
Don't forget the
conversation.
Duke almost relegated as well a few seasons ago.
You did one before, didn't you, Karl? You did one when you came on before.
He did, yeah.
Yeah, I did, yeah. That's quite a while ago now.
Yeah. I Googled. I expected on Friday UEFA executive claims Chelsea, Real Madrid and Man City will be thrown out of the Champions League.
Good. Everybody else say good.
Yeah, it's good.
Also,
Yeah.
here's
I hear that echo in all.
I heard on TalkSport earlier as well. Apparently, there's going to be no German clubs, and supposedly no Paris Saint-Germain. So, how do you have a Super League without
Exactly. Yeah.
the last?
Yeah, well, they've refused.
the
They
last
turned it down.
two or three Champions League winners.
And how do you have
How does that work?
how do you have a
It's the
Champions
same-
League without all them teams in it as well?
Without the champions? Yeah, basically.
It's the same.
We'll be
it's
playing
the-
in it.
Yeah.
It's the same as calling the Champions League, and the team that finished fourth, in the Premier League are in it, ain't champions.
Yeah, I've never got that.
No,
I've never understood that.
no, me neither.
But it's to eke the competition out to gain more money, isn't it? Obviously.
And Arsenal have
opinion,
been top 16 for about 15 years now, haven't they?
Well, for mine,
Maybe on the table, not in stature.
the biggest travesty for me is when you get knocked out of the Champions League and you go into the Europa.
Oh,
Yeah, that's crazy.
Oh, I'm
Yeah.
out of one cup. I'll just nip it and then have another go at another one.
Yeah.
Yeah, you got that wrong, but you can have another chance.
But the fact
Yeah.
that clubs are using it as a ticket to the Champions League now as well. Like Jose did it with United the other year, didn't he? They weren't going to get Champions League in the league, so he went all out for the Europa Cup because he got him in there.
But in the last 10 years, there's only two English clubs that have won the Champions League: Liverpool and Chelsea. So for me, I think these other clubs that haven't played the likes of Real Madrid, Bayern Munich, and Barcelona in recent years, they see it as the only way to get these elite games in front of these players.
Do you know what's an elite game?
Go on.
Anyone, any single match played at St Andrews. To me,
Yeah.
top of the tree. Yeah.
Yeah.
I wouldn't give you tuppence to go and watch Liverpool versus Barcelona. I wouldn't give you tuppence.
No.
Not
no.
my team. Yeah, I'd watch it on the telly or down the pub. But to travel out to another country, to go and see a team that I don't even like, to be honest with you. Don't like any other team. Birmingham City, that's me. That's my life. It's my all.
That's the one thing my journey in photography so far has actually shown me that, you can spend all your money going down to Premier League, Championship games, whatever. I've seen some cracking games in the non-league and in the women's games for out. And I'd have some of them games that I've watched with some of the score lines over going to Anfield to watch a sweaty 1-0 any day.
Yeah. Karl, what you also don't appreciate, right, is the fact that when I drive in Minworth, down to the Tyburn, turn left at the Tyburn and go past Fort, yeah?
Yeah.
I'd count all the bits of plastic on the side of the road every week.
And now I'm sure he's on the wrong Zoom meeting.
Yeah.
I mean, I went to Arsenal regularly for the one season going back 12, 13 years with my old work company I worked for because I had a box there. And it's just compared to St Andrews, it's it's obviously it's an immaculate stadium. Don't get me wrong, but it's just soulless, just soulless.
I'd rather have fish and chips on the seashore.
Yeah,
See, licking me chips. You know what I mean? That's
See,
entertaining.
I compare modern football stadiums to the way I like my houses. I'd rather have an old house full of character than one of these 2-bit pop-up baritones. Do you know what I mean?
Karl, look at mine. Look at mine. There you go. So go round, pan round, pan round. Look at that for a radiator. Huh?
Yeah.
Big tall.
Oh, you don't get radiators like that anymore, do you?
Look at it. Look at it.
He's on the wrong Zoom meeting. He's on the wrong Zoom meeting. That's you.
Yeah, this is through the kit through the key.
Through the key, oh yeah.
Yeah.
Who lives in a house like this?
Yeah.
I'll tell you what, though, Nick. I'm not saying you're old, but there's a ration book on the shelf.
Yeah, and a rattle. One of those rattles on yours.
It's a toilet roll ration book. That's good.
Nothing usually silences me, Mark. Nothing.
just going back to grounds. I think we need to organise a clean up. I think round St Andrews as well. It's just,
Wouldn't that just be brilliant?
It's absolutely disgusting.
It's filthy.
There is litter round there that has been there for 2 years.
Oh, but Chris, we've been talking about this for 10 years.
What's
Still
going
nothing.
on? Why can't they pick it up?
Has anyone? When's the last time you sort of been around St Andrews or around the Blues? I went.
I drive past it quite a lot, 2 or 3 times a week.
Look, we go to away games. Look at Derby County. Look at Bolton. Right. Look at Huddersfield. All those areas were spotlessly clean. And we've got a relatively modern stadium apart from the Real Romain stand, and it's just a dump. It's a filthy, dirty dump.
I know.
Do something about it.
Yeah,
liquor paint on them railings as well.
Yeah,
there
barrier bags around it.
3 months ago, doing some press-worthy photos of the ground locked up. Also, unfortunately, did the B6 lot in the same light as well, and the grounds just look terrible and neglected without fans having been down there for all this time.
Don't you think it would be great though? The obviously the montage we got outside of Bellingham and Trevor outside the club shop. Don't you think it'd be great to use that guy more around St Andrews and have like memorable moments, in different areas of the stadium?
I think it's a great idea.
So you got Obafemi Martins, and Darren Carter, Paul Tate.
Yeah.
Well, what about
John Gale?
the metal things behind the top of the stands to stop the viewing from when you're having a pint?
Yeah.
How about letting him have free reign on all them when the stadium?
That'd be awesome. That'd just be awesome. Yeah.
Get the legends on them all.
Yeah, I think and the back of the GM, great big one on the back of GM. So,
it's got to be overdue. A badge on the back of that. You can see it from the city.
Oh, how many years have been talking about that as well? Yeah.
Do you know what I'm going to do? I'm going to get big ladders out and go and paint one on one of these days.
Give Banksy a bed, he'll sort it out.
Yeah.
You could have so much, couldn't you? You could have loads of different moments, and even our first goal in the Premier League, and that sort of thing as well.
Absolutely, that's a really good idea.
Yeah.
Condolences for the lady out of Peaky Blinders who passed away last week.
Oh yeah, that was a bit of a shock. Wasn't it? I didn't even know. I didn't know she was ill. I didn't really know.
No, not many people did.
No.
52.
But yeah, I mean, what you could do. Sorry, what you could do. You know those metal things at the back of the Tilton?
Yeah.
Yeah, sell them off to an artist, right, and get them to paint a picture on it.
Yeah.
So 40 quid. Just say 40 quid. Let's say there's, I don't know, 10, 15, 20 of them. I don't know how many it is. 40 quid a time. You go and paint your own mural on St Andrews, and then you've got your.
Yeah. You'd have to veto it. You wouldn't want anybody drawing a space rocket ready.
I was just going to say you'd have to
veto. You've got to be semi-accomplished. You know what I mean?
Yeah. One of them could be a B6 fan. That would be.
Hey, Chris, did you hear about half-time Leeds 0 Liverpool 1? Did you hear about that mouse that walked into the music shop?
This is a good joke, isn't it? A very bad one.
No. He's playing a mouth organ. The guy goes up to the little mouse. He says, "Oh, I had another mouse in here playing that this morning." He said, "Yeah, it must have been harmonica."
You seen the Jeff Stelling impression thing on Soccer Saturday? Soccer AM, that's as bad as that.
Can I make a suggestion, Nick, for the last 15?
Yeah, I'll go on.
Anything you'd see in a toy shop to do with football?
Okay, we'll go for it. I was going to do zoo, but we'll do anything in a toy shop.
Anything?
Toy shop and football. We're into the last 15 minutes of the show. There's not many shows left, only 3 or 4 now for the rest of the season. And I think we've done well the whole team's done well, carrying it all the way through COVID.
The longest season ever. The longest season ever, Nick.
Yeah.
It felt like it at times as well.
Oh,
And I've
God.
said that. I've said that now, and I can't think of anything.
I've got people. I've got two. I've got Whistle and Wrestle.
Whistle.
What
and
about
rattle.
what about Jonathan Lego?
Oh, yeah, well done.
Yeah, that's a good one.
Hey,
That's
Or
a good-
Legowowski.
Yeah,
Yeah.
good one, yeah.
Yeah.
I was
Chris-
scared my previous ones. I forgot what I was doing. Sorry. The sun's
I
going.
just thought of one.
Go on.
Stickle Bricky Otto.
Oh,
Like it.
that wasn't funny. That'd have been worse than my joke.
There's a few people said Jonathan Lego.
Oh,
Teddy Sheringham. Yo, yo, yo.
I'm going to
Darren
throw ball in there.
Robot Tom.
There's many balls, but obviously we've got.
Yo-yo story.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Also, get me a Tonka.
You what? Sorry.
Tonka.
You have to get me a Tonka.
Yeah.
Yeah, here's one from the archives. Choo choo.
Oh,
Not a choo choo.
oh,
That's a good shape. Yeah, I like that. So Forest at home Wednesday night and Derby away Saturday. Predictions?
I think we'll draw with Forest 1-1.
Yeah, I'll take that.
Okay.
And I think- And Derby, I can see us. I think that'll be another draw.
Down.
That's at home, isn't it?
Derby's away. Derby's away. And
I
I
Forest
think
at
we'll
home.
draw. I think we'll draw both. I'm 1-1 for both.
Yeah.
Yeah, I think we'll draw both.
I think we'll beat Forest. I'll go 1-0.
I reckon we'll beat Derby 2-0.
1-0 serving me well. I've got it right about 3 times now since Body's come.
Keep it up.
Yeah.
Keep it going.
Go on, Craig.
Don't forget to
Go on,
put that
Craig.
bet on, Paul.
Go on, Craig.
I'll go 1-0 Wednesday, and I fancy us 2-0 against Derby. I think we
We're
could.
not in Sheffield Wednesday, mate. We're playing Forest.
Oh, dear, he's definitely on something today.
Cheers.
I've just had a small Monday night gin. That was all.
All right. How big was the bottle?
Yeah.
Fun size.
I can't tell you. I'll come and kill you.
Yeah, I'm going to go for both. I'm going to go for 2 wins on them. I'm going to go for 2-0 in both of them.
Right, toy shop. I'm going for Boateng.
Yeah.
Jeff Rocking Horsefield.
Yeah, just saw that one. Yeah, just saw that one.
Say that again, Carl.
Jeff Rocking Horsefield.
Oh, okay. I made sure I could hear the R there. That was all.
Tank Quidru.
Yeah.
Lebo and Ara. John Scales extra Alan Ball, a good one, yeah. Popgun Robson. There you go.
Popcorn. Oh dear.
Jeff Wendy Housefield.
Oh,
Oh, I like this one. Neil Nicola Jigsaw.
What about Delia de Crayola?
Oh,
Yeah.
that's a good
Oh,
one.
yeah, clever, yeah.
Yeah. Le Boat, yeah, boat face.
What about Super Mario Melchior?
Teddy Bear Sheringham.
A bit of a nod to
Oh,
Brentford.
man.
Thomas the
Where'd you
Frank
get that
Engine.
from?
Say that one again.
A nod to Brentford. Thomas the Frank Engine.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Well,
Frank,
Rubik's
Like
Never.
Bike Taylor. John Scales
Rubik's
Electric.
Never.
Yeah, I've said that one.
In
Addy Bower.
More for any more?
No, there's no more.
the
There's
in
no
the
more.
night, Craig Gardner. In the night garden.
Sounds like a newspaper headline.
Do you know what? I used to love that.
Misfortunate episode.
When my daughter was little, Mark, I used to love that show after a few bits.
I know.
In the
When
night
Jane was
garden.
little, I used to watch it. Yeah,
Yeah.
it's crazy addictive.
Chris?
Yeah. It was Andy Pandy, Nick, before his day.
I was going to say, do you remember the Wooden Tops?
No, it was Andy
They were
Pandy.
Motown, weren't they?
Yeah, it was Andy Pandy. And
Oh,
I can always remember getting up at sort of like 5 o'clock in the morning to. 'Cause my daughter always wanted to watch this Play school, I think it was. Yeah, I remember that as well. Yeah, play school.
I'm going for Darren. Trivial Pursuit.
Like it.
Like that.
it.
Like that a lot.
Mr. Potato Head.
You'll love that.
That's the winner. That's brilliant.
Who was that boy? Who was that from?
That was Adam
Oh,
Wilkes.
somebody called Adam Wilkes.
That's Adam.
I was going to say name and shame.
Mr. Paul Tato Head.
Oh, a little bit of we came out then.
Oh, I don't know if he's listening.
I wonder if he's watching or laughing at himself, I reckon.
Oh dear, Petter Pig. Barbie Latchford. Action Main. Postman Pat Jennings.
This one's brilliant from Michael Woods. Andy Pandiani.
Oh God, I don't know how I'm going to be able to last. Oh Jesus!
Oh, we could do this all night, I'm sure.
We've got to stop.
This doesn't usually get me, but this one's got me. That Mr. Paul Tato has got me.
Bill and Benno.
Bill and Benno, yeah. I do like the Andy Pandiano. That is a good one. I think Andy Pandiano, Postman Pat Jennings, that was a great
Paul Tater Head.
Paul
Tater Head's the best one.
That's really good, yeah.
Yeah.
It's unusual for Adam to be that intelligent to think of that one. It's really good.
Brilliant. Would everybody stick to the same team on Wednesday at home to Forest?
Yeah. Don't fix it.
Yeah, I agree. Yeah, if it ain't broke, don't fix it.
I wouldn't mind seeing, once we are safe and home and dry, which hopefully will be after Wednesday, I wouldn't mind seeing Cosgrove given a chance, given a little run.
Yeah. I think Bobby will do that. It's a bit like a friendly game for England, and once he knows we're safe, he'll give a few lads a run out just so he can
have a look at them.
Mind up who's going in.
I hope so. I hope so. I mean, come on, in all honesty, don't you think we're there?
Yeah. More or less.
Yeah.
Going for Lee, bow and arrow.
I think we're more or less there, but this is blues we're talking about, It's never done it, but that lady gives us a song, is it?
No. I mean, it's unlikely that Rotherham are going to get 10 points in the last few games.
When it's still mathematically possible, though, Chris.
Yeah, we've got to go on past seasons where, they didn't give us a chance on some of these relegation scraps.
Do you remember the season that Wolves didn't go up and the Baggies did?
Yeah.
90s, and they lost every game and they won pretty much every game. It was incredible.
Yeah.
Don't you think so? Don't you think there's a little bit of karma with Rotherham, the way they kept cancelling? It's a little bit of karma if they go down.
Yeah.
Well, yeah.
It's real Sunday league.
I think Rotherham might actually get out of it. Nick, I'm the same as you. I actually fear more for Derby. I just think they're the one that could go.
And I don't want to say that because it's like a local derby. It's only just up the road. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
No, I think it'll be. I think it'll be what it is now. I do. I think it'll be.
I do as well. I think so as well, Paul. I think it'll be as it is.
Yeah. I mean, how many points behind the Rotherham?
They've got a
Joint Derby. I think it's 4, isn't it?
Yeah.
4. They've got what? Is it 2 games in hand or 1 on Derby now?
I think
2 on Derby.
3 on Derby, mate.
Yeah. Without looking at the fixtures, it's difficult and everything, but I do think that it'll be the bottom 3 as it is now. That's just my gut feeling.
Okay. Here's a question. Okay, if there was to be a shock on somebody going down, who would you say?
Definitely Derby. It's definitely 3 from those 4, isn't it? Derby.
Yeah.
I'm glad to see Wednesday gone as well. Can happen.
Yeah.
I don't know. I feel a bit sorry for that. They're a bit like us.
You're Derby.
They could have done better.
They've got a good fan base, Sheffield Wednesday, haven't
massive fan
I'm sure
base.
despite his links to another local team, we all wish Darren more well as well because no one was.
Oh God, yeah.
Oh, definitely.
Yeah, no, definitely. Yeah.
Can I just say as well? I think people are saying about next season it'll be good to go to Coventry, the Recon. I don't think away fans will be allowed in big numbers for at least another year or 2. So I think when people on social media are saying, "Oh, big away day," it's not going to happen.
No. It's going to be a couple of seasons, I think.
I think people still think
away-wise, because travelling from parts of the country. I mean, look at Southampton, Leicester yesterday. They piloted the crowds, but it wasn't people from Leicester or Southampton.
No, it was locals and NHS workers. Yeah.
Yeah.
I've just got the table up here now, and Rotherham have got the best goal difference as well, which is worth another point. But they are 4 points behind Derby with 2 games in hand, and I mean, it'll go to the wire, won't it? I think, but just one more. I think one more win will see us safe.
Where at Stoke at the moment? Because they're not. They're
12th. I think they're 12th.
Stoke at 12. Yeah. Anybody up to Coventry could go. Like Coventry, obviously us. We're not mathematically out of it, although I think we'll be fine.
Yeah,
I think Coventry stay up. I've always had a bit of a soft spot for Coventry, despite the fact we've had. They're a great traditional club. When you look back to like Jimmy.
Oh yeah.
I went to Highfield Road once as well. That was another old ground full of cancer. That sadly missed that place.
Yeah,
I had a 6-foot thrown at me there.
Did you?
You look at all these clubs: Blackburn, Forest, us, Coventry, Derby. Sheffield Wednesday. They've all been in the Premier League in the last 25 years, haven't they? Recent years.
Yeah.
Someone big's fallen to League One. Someone big's going.
And obviously, in that time as well, there's us and Blackburn that have won, a major trophy as well. God, that felt good saying that.
Yeah.
I know, didn't it?
Well, it's nearly time to go, and we have to give thanks to our guests that didn't arrive tonight, ladies and gents. That was Frank Cluedo.
Cluedo.
See what you did there.
I see what you
Save
did
the best
there.
till last night is. Save the best till.
Can I say one more?
Epic show. Well done, guys. Anybody else got anything to say before we go?
Action Dan. Scott Dan. Action Dan.
Action Dan instead of man. Yeah. I like this one off Pete Taylor. Viv Solomon, soccer ball.
I must say both of them weren't worth waiting for.
Chris Armstrong.
Oh, what about Savage Patch Kids instead of Cabbage Patch Kids?
That's going to be worth it.
That's Adam Wilkes again. He's on fire.
Oh, what's he going? Oh, but he's on drugs.
Googling it.
He's Googling, yeah.
He's on drugs.
All right, guys, this has been the Tilton Talk Show, Monday evening, 7:33 till 9, sponsored by Ball Sports, principal sponsor of Birmingham City Football Club, in conjunction with the Blues Trust, SAS Autos, Sportsy Labour Club, and the Garrison Coffee Company, with Mr. Rowe, Mark Adams.
Have a good week, everybody. Stay safe.
And the one and only Paul Hipkiss.
Thank you very much. Good night, all.
And on our fan cam tonight, the one and only Karl Motion.
Good evening, stay safe, everybody. Bowier's Blue and White Army, come on.
Bowyer and Harris Blue and White Army.
We haven't called you Eddie yet, by the way.
Good evening, good night, God bless.
And the one and only Mr. Craig Courtney.
Good night, all. Keep right on, everybody.
And from a good self, good night, God bless, take care. See you back here next Monday, 7:30 through till 9. Let's hope we've got another 6 points on the board and we're all as happy as we are tonight. Good night, take care, keep light on.
Good night.
Good night, all.
No.
Good night.
Till the end of the day. We're so